Happy Mardi Gras, y'all! I don't know why I said y'all. I broke out my Mardi Gras mask, except I look like an idiot in it, so I'm not wearing it, and it looks really old. Yeah, that's from like Winter Ball 2 years ago or last year. I don't know. Anyway, three things I want to tell you. Um, One, there's a new show on Animal Planet about like cops in Maine, and I was watching the preview, and they like have to drag a moose through like mud, and they have to like stop bear poachers and stuff, and they're dressed like Mounties. So I was like, "Are you sure they're in Maine and not Canada?" But then they're all like had a weird New England accent, so they are definitely in Maine. So, yay! I love that when I'm talking about Maine, Keisha decides to text me. Yay! And then I found out earlier, I found this study that said coffee like has all these benefits that help you from not getting diabetes. Which I found funny. Diabetes, depression, dementia, um, some other stuff that I can't remember, but mainly the diabetes one amused me immensely. I was reading it like 2 o'clock in the morning and I was like, you have got to be kidding me. And it has something, it's like every cup you drink, if you're over 40, like your chances of getting type 2 diabetes goes down. And I'm like, that's kind of weird, but yay, health. And then the last thing I want to tell you was that yesterday Ancestry.com had like the 1930s census for free, which is a big deal for people like me who like to do their family tree, and I was like geeking out. And then as I was going through it at like 2:30 in the morning because I don't have anything else to do, I realized how many strange names there are in my family. Keisha needs to stop texting me. Yeah, how many strange names there are in my family. And so I'm going to share some of the really weird ones with you. Like Gideus. And it's not spelt the way you would think it would be, with an I. It's weird. And then there was an Exilda. And then I found out that they just made it Hilda, like halfway through her life, which I was like, that's kind of weird. Then there was an Oclea, and yeah, that I thought was weird. There's an Ovide, which I feel really bad for that one. There's an Albina, which I feel like should be my name. There was an Eldora. There was a Rihanna, but spelled very differently. It was spelled Rheana, which I was like, that's a really weird way to spell Rihanna. Maybe I'm just pronouncing that wrong, but anyway. There's a Melwar, which every time I read it, I have a different pronunciation of it. There's a Delaray, which is kind of cool, but then it makes me think of that weird singer who can't sing. There was an Octave, again, weird. This one's my favorite. La Duska Glutene. Like, I'm like, what? I don't even know where she's born, where that name even comes from. But she was married to a Flavin, so maybe just they got married because their names are really weird. There's an Alphege, which amused me. There's a Blanche. Don't know why you'd name your daughter Blanche. There was a Udelark. I still can't pronounce that right. There's a Ugles. Like, I'm reading these and I'm like, why would you name your child that? There's an Adelard. That's a girl, too. That one I feel really bad for. My favorite out of all of these ones that I found was a Felix. Like, I'm just so happy that I have a Felix. There's also a Romulus, which I was like, cool. Those are like my two favorite names. There's a Philomene, also a girl. There's an Olaf. Orloff, not Olaf. Orloff. There's an R, which makes me think of Count Olaf, which is why I said it wrong. And then finally, my last favorite is an Adelaphine, which makes me think of Adele. Maybe her real name is Adelaphine. So yeah, that's basically what I've been doing with my life. So I am going to go watch Animal Cops Houston because this is the episode that I've seen like 7 bajillion times where there's like this farm in the mud and there's like 3 emus and then they find like ritualistic killings in another part of Houston. Like, just a weird episode. So I am going to go watch that and hopefully you guys post videos because yeah, you just should. So bye.